When you hit the stores this season, what will you be looking for? Bargains, or does a brand name mean anything to pull you in?
Rob Frankel is a branding expert, and he's here with a look at the best brands and the ones that need some work. Robert, thanks for being here. First, I got to ask you about the toy makers, particularly Mattel. Did Mattel, with all the millions of toys recalled among all these toy makers, did Mattel do the right thing? And what kind of brand does Mattel have going into the holiday shopping season?
Did Mattel do the right thing? No. Could they have done the right thing? Yeah, but they clearly abdicated their brand leadership of the position with the way they handled it. And as a result, I think that they're going to take a few punches.
What was it that they did wrong? Because they were really quick with the response. They put up a website immediately after the second toy recall, but then how they handled the recall, like you could have to mail in the old parts for replacement parts on some of these items that were tainted.
You know, my whole thing is that for a brand to be really good, you have to be a leader. You have to be a leader and really be authoritative. You can't be reactionary. So what they've done is sort of this inept, how can we mop this up from a PR standpoint? Where is Mattel right now? Why aren't they out there right now reassuring the public that, hey, toys are safe? Well, it's because they really don't, they've lost their original brand strength, which in their heyday was really when the baby boomers used to buy them.
But
that's
Rob,
what they really should be doing now. Now they're just very quiet.
I take your point, but I don't think I ever in my life went into a toy store and bought a toy because of the brand Mattel. On the other hand, there are some brands which I do go for. I'm thinking Tiffany, for example. I mean, there's a strong brand that pulls people in by the name brand as opposed to the product that's underneath that name.
Well, you're absolutely right, but don't forget that it's Mattel's sub-brands that usually pull the big wagon. That's going to be Hot Wheels, Barbie, the stuff that, you know, heck, I remember growing up with. But you're absolutely right, and it's important that people realize you could throw a paper clip into a Tiffany box and people would buy it, and in gift-giving time, that's what counts, because the brand reflects more than just what's in the box. It reflects the sentiment of the person giving, and I think a lot of people don't realize that.
Across the spectrum of retailing right now, what's the strongest brand that will pull people in, even in a difficult holiday season?
No question. Absolutely no question. It's Apple. Definitely they're selling. They're not breaking prices. They don't have to. Sales are up. They're styling.
But with the iPhone, they lowered the price. They didn't anger some people who bought that iPhone initially, even though it backtracked and offered a handout to them?
Not even a problem. If you really know your Apples, you'll remember they did the same thing with the 2VX and upgrading to OS X, and everybody grumbled. The iPhone was really an anomaly, is really what it was. It was more of a phone issue than it was an Apple issue, and you don't hear anybody grumbling, or you don't see iPhone sales slowing down either.
Well, what about brands of retailers? Which ones will be, rather than just products, is there one that stands out as one that people will gravitate to? Because Target, people love it, Target, the hip chic discounter, but it's clearly not knocking the cover off the ball with the report we had today.
I got to tell you something, Stuart, you hit it dead on, man. Walmart is so dead, it's not funny. They're my favorite retail punching bag because they can't do anything right.
But wait a minute. I know the brand, and I know it for bargains. And it's a leader in brands in terms of going for the lowest prices.
No, that's kind of what they want you to say, and that's what they want you to believe. The fact of the matter is that if you shop at Walmart, it's really a reminder that you're poor because you can't shop anywhere else. And in the gift-giving season, what really counts is, hey, I spent a little more because I love you.
Well,
that's the message, and you don't find that at Walmart.
But Walmart has rolled out a new advertising campaign by the Martin Agency behind those Geico ads, and it is trying to tweak that image a little bit, that saving money is a way to improve your life. You don't think that's going to work anything on anybody?
Well, is this going to be as effective as hiring a nun to quell all of their racial and social problems? I don't think so. She just walked out the door last month. No, Walmart is completely inept. They have no brand. They're just price. And if all you have is price, that's all people compare. Brand is about value.
But price is what people are going to be looking out for this holiday season. No. Are you still saying that instead of price, people are going to be marching into stores saying, I don't like the brand, I'm not going to shop here?
Wait a minute. Don't tell me that you actually believe that there's a rational consumer out there. Forget it. gift-giving season, all that goes out the door, especially, and that's when brand becomes absolutely most important, which is why you can watch. You watch. We'll come back here 30, 40, 60 days from now and see how much better, relatively, luxury brands did in their market as opposed to consumer brands.
What about a discount brand? Give me one discount brand that's going to do well.
One discount brand?
Yeah, discount retailer.
Maybe. You may want to think maybe Best Buy might have a good season because they're just pushing through commodities. And in the unbranded, and I really mean people who just slap on a label, they don't invest in their brands, where price is all that there is, those arenas will probably do well.
Rob Frankel, it was fun jousting with you. You are totally wrong. I have 6 children. I do shop by price, and I do shop Walmart. But it was a pleasure having you. We'll have you back. Let's see if it really was dead money. Rob Frankel, thank you very much.
You do shop by price.